The beautiful thing about today is that, like, we didn't even have to rely on anybody to make it happen. We went out there, we put in a good performance, and now we're back in the Champions League. Enzo Maresca has delivered, and now we need to just finish the job next week, Wednesday. And then that's it. Then it will be a great end to the season. It would have been a good season, and now we can actually build. But starting off this game, there were so many things that could have went wrong, right? And there were so many things that could have went right. Some of the things that could have went right was United win, Newcastle lose, Chelsea draw, and we're through. Or Chelsea win and don't care about what anybody else does. And that's exactly what we did in the second half. We started the game off, it was a bit slow. It felt like very disjointed. That's the best way I can describe it. There was no connection. There was no cohesion. A lot of passes were misplaced. A lot of things were being rushed. It just felt like, the nerves, And I can understand this is a very young team, so the nerves are going to be there. It's going to be nervous, and you can't mess up in this game. Like, you can't fuck it up. So I can understand these guys playing the way they did. But come second half, it just felt like we went up another level. And one of the guys who we have criticized, and rightly so, Levi Colwill, stepped up big time. The anticipation, following up the ball, putting the ball in the back of the net. But outside of him actually getting that goal, Colwill has really, really stepped it up the last couple of games. The guy has been responsible. The guy has been a leader. He's been colossal. He's been focused. Like, it's almost like he understands what's on the line. All these guys understood the assignment, essentially. And this was a very vintage Chelsea performance. Like, Chelsea of the past type of performance. This was one of those. You're watching this Chelsea structure today, you're like, it's Thomas Tuchel back in the dugout. Like, that's the kind of performance we put out. And we created our luck at the end of the day. I don't even know if Forest had a shot on target. I'm not sure. I don't care, because today we did what we had to do. We finished fourth. I think if you gave us this at the beginning of the season, which a lot of us did predict we potentially could come in the top four anyway, we would have taken your hand. But with the situation going into the last day, you got 3 teams on 67 points being separated by goal difference. It's like, we really could not mess this up. And luckily for us, we did not do that. So this today was it. Now we don't have to worry about playing on Thursdays. And a lot of these guys in this team, like, they deserve to be playing on the biggest stages. I'm talking your Cole Palmers, your Moises Caicedo. I mean, the fact that this guy was not even in the team of the season was incredible. Like, how do you look at this whole Premier League season? The most consistent midfielder the whole season. Consistent, bro. Like, that guy is a beast. How does he not make the team of the season? Only God knows. But guess what? That guy came through. He stepped up. He was one of our captains without the armband. Like, this guy. See, one of the best things Clear League have done for Chelsea since they took over was not allowing Moises Caicedo to go to Liverpool. Because, I'm sorry, if this guy went to Liverpool, Liverpool probably would have went back-to-back last year and this year, and potentially next year. If you look at the signings they're making, imagine a Liverpool midfield of Caicedo, Gravenberch, McAllister, Verts, bruh. That's like this. That's FIFA, bro. You can't let this happen. So they definitely made sure we got the best. And now your Lavias, Enzos, your Caicedos, your Andre Santoses, they get to show the quality on the biggest stages. Champions League football is coming back to the bridge, And it's exciting. This is where we deserve to be. This is where we should have been a long time ago. If we didn't just keep having these bouts of inconsistency, we would have been here already. But guess what? We're here again. And, you do have to look at the gradual improvements since Clear Lake have been here. And at the end of the day, these guys still have to do a lot better. Like, they still have to build this team a lot better. There has to be no excuses in the summer of not getting a gunman. I'm sorry. Like, Osimhen should be walking through that door the minute the transfer window opens. Gyökeres should be through the door the minute the transfer opens. Like, you got to go back to when we used to be greedy, yo. We used to have Anelka, Drogba, Fernando Torres on the books, Daniel Sturridge. Bro, we used to have a team of Juan Mata, Eden Hazard, Oscar, Marco Marin, if you guys remember him. All these guys used to be on the books at the same time. And I know this ain't the day back way then, but bro, like, you have an opportunity now. You're in the Champions League. You're about to get, sponsorships. We're waiting on that Jordan deal, but even if the Jordan deal does not come through, bro, we're still going to be fine. So I this whole penny pinching, you're not paying this person these wages. And based on the reports, these guys are all going to get some money because we're in the Champions League. These are the incentive-based wages they've been giving out to these guys. So you could tell why they wanted to make sure that they got Champions League, not just for their bread. I mean, yeah, their bread is going to be nice as well, but this is where the club deserves to be. And, we have to give Enzo Maresca some of the praise because we have given him the criticisms when it's been needed to. Like, again, we should have been comfortably in top 4, but inconsistency in the coaches and the players, and here we are. But at the end of the day, we're still in the Champions League now, and these guys can celebrate. You're watching the video circulating online of them dancing in the dressing room, and some people are going to be like, yo, like, you guys are dancing because you qualify for the Champions League. Yes, they should. Because this is the youngest team in the Premier League this season. Like, these guys they're building their experience now, and when you're able to have these sort of like experiences, especially in the Champions League next season, they will understand, yo, this is the level. Like, this is where we need to be. You understand what I mean? Like, oh, this is what the Champions League feels like. This is what it feels like to play against Inter Milan home and away. Oh, this is the level. Like, I need to step it up big time. So I like the fact that they're dancing. I like the fact that they're happy. That, the season is not over till next Wednesday. Get another trophy, and that's even more experience. These guys get the taste of winning. They get the taste of, yo, we actually were able to do it. And then we good. These guys will go from, basically boys to men. And next season should be beautiful because now you can actually have and attract players that would want to play in the Champions League. This is all it's about, and we have to really, really shout out some people this season. Like, Robert Sanchez, at the end of the day, is still not good enough for Chelsea. He is not Chelsea level because we've all seen the clangers. We've seen the mistakes that he makes time in, time out. But guess what? That's okay. For now, you get your praise because you have gotten us here. He's made big saves. He's been clutch in the last couple of games. And in those, difficult run-ins, we need to shout out Sanchez. We're here because of Sanchez. We wouldn't have been here because of Sanchez, but we're here because of Sanchez. So we got to big him up. Tosin Adebayo. Yo, came in for free. Still not Chelsea level, but this guy could be a squad player because you could see the level of, calmness he brings to that defense. He doesn't really, like, he's still got a Boza moment in him, but his is almost controlled. You understand what I mean? Like, he doesn't make glaring errors, and with the height that he has as well, he's very, very important when we're defending our box. getting his head onto those balls coming in, clearing out these corners. Bro, Tosin has been colossal. Levi Colwill, he has grown leaps and bounds in the last couple of months, putting in a leader's performance. Cucurella, one of the consistent performance in the league this season. Matter of fact, Cucurella is one of the biggest reasons we're here. That goal against Man United, bro, it brought us here. But it's been goals in different games that have brought us here as well. So big shout out to Cucurella as well, one of our players of the season. Reece James has come in the last couple of weeks, and he's just done his thing. He's held it down. He's just made sure we've been comfortable. We've been good. So Reece James, we appreciate that. Moises Caicedo, for me, one of the players of the season. Big season, and even better seasons coming up. Enzo Fernandez stepped it up big time. From his controversy after the, what was it? Was it Copa America? After that, the guy has come in. He's been made captain, vice captain, and he's showed out. He's let his performances they've basically spoken for him. You perform on the pitch, get goals, assist, create, defensive actions. Enzo has done it all this season, and nothing but praise for his name. Romeo Lavia, you haven't been as available, but when you have been, what a player you are, bro. Next season, hopefully, with Santos and all these guys coming in, we can wrap you up a little bit in some cotton wool and just have you ready. But he's been big as well. Neto has contributed. That winner against Fulham was one of the catalysts as to why we're here. Palmer, not the best season, but still a solid season. Double-digit goals and assists, chance creations. I mean, if this guy had a finisher, he would be on a lot of assists. So Palmer, good season. Is by no means been a terrible season. By his standard, it's been a poor season, but he's had a good season. So let's not get that twisted. Jadon Sancho, are you going to go back to United? We don't know. For me, hopefully you don't, because Sancho is one of those guys playing with a serious, like a serious striker who makes smart runs into the box. Bro, Sancho will be dangerous. You saw how Sancho was cooking with Haaland in Germany. You give Sancho someone to play off of, a focal point, someone who's going to make runs. Sancho's too creative to be messing about with these chances. So I'll keep him. Pay the 25 mil. United already gave us 3 mil from not winning the Europa League. Fam, just give him another 22, and then just keep him moving. They gave us 3 mil for Mason Mount being in the final. Just give him back 22, take Sancho. It's cool. You understand what I mean? This season, Jackson, terrible season. So we're not even going to talk about you. You've had a terrible season. It is what it is. But these guys have been the big guys that have stepped up for us. So we're back in the Champions League. We deserve this. I know most people didn't want to see us do it, but guess what? We did it, and we're back. We're back in the Champions League where we deserve to be. And next season we're gonna create some movies. Now we're going to the FIFA World Club. What is it called again? The Club World Cup. There we go. We're going to that. Hopefully we win it. Even if we don't, we're still gonna get some money in there. That's another experience for these guys to perform, to have a different taste, of a different type of competition, to get some more experience. And it's gonna start in a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks from now. Go get that experience. But before they do, Todd Bowley, bro, you guys get us some serious players now. You got that Champions League money, get me Osimhen. Get me a good defender. Get me a nice little right winger. Get me some reinforcements. Let's make this happen. But again, big win today. Colwill, you did your thing. We're back in the Champions League. We're gonna enjoy this. Guys, like the video, sub to the channel, hop in the comments, let me know how you feel. Look, we've made it to the Champions League, okay? Right now, we're standing on 161 subs. You got to get it to at least 200 before the Club World Cup starts. Support the channel, support the content, like the video, interact with the content, and let me know how you're feeling. We know people thought we wouldn't be here, but we made it to the Champions League. And guess what? We see with our history in the Champions League, you just never know what's going to happen. We can pull up into next season's Champions League and do a Bayern Munich situation and go win it again. You know, do a Chelsea Man City situation and go win it again. Because that's where we belong. We create memories in this competition, you know, but the job is not done. Wednesday, you'll finish the job, you get a little break, and then you go back again. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.